so for this Try It Tuesday, we're learning all about the game Maa Jongg with Linda. She is an instructor. You've been an instructor for many years. Community education is a place to go and you want to learn something new, right? So I guess just give us a little bit of insight of what this game is.
Well, Maa Jongg started out as a Chinese game. I think the word mahjong somehow relates to clattering of sparrows in the bushes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been around since around the time of Confucius. It came to America for the most part in the early part of the 20th century. There are lots of different forms of mahjong, and American mahjong is what we play here for the most part.
So essentially, it's a tile game. Like it's very tactile, right?
Visceral even sometimes. But tiles, the sound, the appearance of them, people relating back and forth as to what tile that they speak. They read the card to see what hands they're working on. The goal is to come up with a hand that has 14 tiles. The rules specify what tiles they need to be, what colors, the various aspects of the tiles. So the average person's going to look at that and they might see some things that look like runs that they have in Rummy or some game like that. So each of these, the thing they have in common is that there are 14 tiles that make each hand.
Essentially, who has the best hand that's worth the most.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a game that, you just have to keep playing it to sort of get it ingrained in your brain.
Yes. And after a while, I think when people are first learning it, they're really kind of perplexed because there's a lot to learn, a lot of terminology.
So is that a type of situation where you get a certain hand that you want and then you say mahjong, kind of like bingo?
Yeah, and sometimes the hand picks you.
Okay, so for somebody watching this and maybe you're like, oh, I've heard of that, or that looks interesting. I guess what's your advice, going forward? Like take a community education class, what would be the way?
First step is find somebody that knows how to play. You got to know the rules, but then you have to be able to practice. And so there's no money in it, so we laugh a lot and we make mistakes, but that's how you learn. It's a great opportunity to meet people. It's a great opportunity to keep your brain alive. But eventually, the laughter begins and the learning is going on and it's just a good time.
And although I didn't get the chance to play a proper game of mahjong, I now at least know the goal of the game and met some great mentors for if I decide to give it a go.